Hey there, how you doing? This is Dean Etheridge, and I wanted to shoot a quick video today and talk to those of you that own a retail store. If you're in the cellular business, if you're a cellular accessory dealer, you've got a cell phone store, you sell prepaid, you sell postpaid, you sell Verizon, you're in the pawn business, you've got a retail shop. I want to talk to you about how you can make money with Solavei, and I know that several of you have been approached already from Solavei distributors that they'll come in and a lot of times, unfortunately, in the network marketing industry, there's a lot of hype involved, and they talk about big money real quick. And as you know, in the prepaid business, if you're a cellular dealer, you know that there's not a lot of money up front in selling prepaid phones. And I want to talk to you today about how you can bring Solavei in. Most of you are selling between 50 to 100 phones per month, and if you've lost a job and you're looking for a new career, there's a lot of money in Solavei. But as you know, if you've been in the telecom industry like I have over the years, unless you're employed by one of the bigger companies, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, and you've got a salary and they're paying you up front for those commissions, there's just not a lot of money in the dealer world until you've been in the industry or been in the market for 3 to 6 months time. So I want to talk to you about how you can actually make money. It's worth watching because there's a sweet spot to get to $1,000 per month. And I know most of you, if you are selling 50 to 100 phones per month out of your store, if you sold 20 phones a month for Solavei, if in the right scenario, I understand that you're going to make between $2 and $6 per phone, but if you'll watch and follow along with me, I'm going to show you how you can make substantial money with Solavei. And don't worry about the comp plan, because the rub with most people is that Solavei is direct selling, and it turns them off. But what if there was more money? Solavei pays you just on a basis rate of $20 for every 3 phones, and that's really all you need to know. But we get so caught up into it's direct selling, it's network marketing, it's MLM. But the cool thing about Solavei, and I've been in, like I've said, I used to have 9 stores and outside salespeople. Been doing this a long time, but I was blown away at the comp plan. And I want to show you exactly how you make money real quick, because there is substantial money in this long term. So let's do that now. Okay, so I want to focus on the obvious first. And obviously, if you're in the cellular business, you've got a cellular store, you're in the mall and you're selling cellular accessories, those are a no-brainer for Solavei. You can work them in with your existing prepaid or your postpaid options. And if you don't have a good prepaid option, I know that some of you sell postpaid Verizon and they don't have great prepaid rate plans. So if somebody doesn't pass credit, you don't have anywhere to take them. Or if you're selling Sprint, same thing. They have decent prepaid plans, Boost and Virgin, but this just pays a little bit better. And I want to walk you through what you make, but I also want to talk about other retail options. Computer stores, pawn shops, tanning salons, boutiques, all those people that have people coming into their stores are good candidates for talking to people about Solavei. This is something that anybody can do, obviously, but I'm focusing on retail right now where you can make profit in your store and quite a bit of it. So I'll talk numbers in a minute. And then the last one is outside sales. When I had a sales force and a lot of stores, my average salesperson would sell between 30 and 45 phones a month. That was average. I had some people that sold more, some that sold less, but we're going to stick with the 30 phones a month plan. And most prepaid stores are selling 75 to 100 units per store per month, and they're used to making $2 to $6 from the pay systems where people come in and pay, but many times they don't get that profit if the customer doesn't come in and pay at their store. So with Solavei, there's a way to capture a little bit more money, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But first month, everything is built with Solavei on trios. And 3 phones, 3 rate plans equals $20 a month. That's a trio, okay? Everything's done on building blocks of trios. So 3 phones pays $20. But when you start, there's also an FAB. And if you've got equipment, you're used to buying and selling equipment, especially with GSM on Simple Mobile, H2O Wireless. You're used to getting trade-ins or even stocking some used phones or some imported phones where you can make a little bit of margin on the equipment sales that you've got. And what happens is when you sell 3 phones for the first 60 days in one business center, every 3 phones that you sell, you're going to make a $50 upfront commission, up to 4. So 4 times 50, you can go out and make $200 up front. You're still going to make your same margin that you were before on the phones, but Solavei gives you a fast action bonus of $50 4 times per business center. So if you signed up and you sign up your wife, your business partner, each time that you do that, you're going to make about $17 per activation when people come to the store. Now I want to talk about the back end money because this is where it gets really, really powerful. And we're just going to focus on 30 phones a month. You don't have to stop what you're doing today, and with a computer store, we're going to cut that in half because you're not going to have as much volume. But at 30 phones a month, you're going to go out in your first month and sell 10 trios, okay? And 10 trios at $20 pays you $200, and you're going to have a path pay of $200, not $400. But you're going to make $400 your first month. Not a whole lot of money, and that's kind of what we're used to seeing in the telecom world. My goal was to grow my income between $500 and $700 per month, and at the end of the year I'd be at $6,000. End of 2 years I'd be at $12,318. You can do the math, and it works. But second month you've gone out and you've sold 60 phones, and I know many of you are selling hundreds of phones, but we're just going to keep this low, and we're also going to show you in outside sales where the money is. If you've lost a job and you're looking at Solavei, this is real business. It's a tangible product. There's no cost to join. It's not typical MLM, and that's what I love about it. But 60 plans, 60 rate plans in a 2-month period gets you to $1,000 of path pay. Okay? You're going to go past 12 trios and you're going to get a $500 bonus. Okay? And you're going to have 20 trios. So at the end of 2 months, you're going to be at $1,400 a month for 60 phones. Now you can add a business partner and you can do the math, and those numbers can go up. But once you get to 100 trios, you get a pay raise. You're still going to, and I broke it down to where when you go out to 12 months and now you're at 360, you're going to have 100 trios in there. And this was no duplication, no referrals or anything like that. And that's the beauty of Solavei, whether you realize it or not. You can share this with other business owners and make an override on everything that they're doing, everything you're seeing here on your first and second level. So if I refer another cellular dealer and he sells 30 phones a month, I'm getting an override of this much every month on his business. So that's powerful, and you have to understand that you don't get that. The way the cellular industry is, it's really cutthroat, and everybody's out for themselves. But if you can share something good, best value rate plan on the market, it's with T-Mobile, all that. I don't want to sell you on that today, but there is some advantages for sharing this with other business owners. So after 12 months, we're at 360 rate plans, service plans sold. That would get us to 100 trios, and at 100 trios, Solavei is going to pay you $2,000 a month of path pay bonus. Okay? You're also going to get a $2,000 bonus once you hit that. So that's just kind of, here's some cash up front for hitting a milestone. But you're also going to set up another business center for your wife, or your business partner. But the first business center, the one that we started with, the main one, has built 120 trios throughout the organization. So just on that, after 12 months, 360 phones is $2,400. That's $8 per phone, okay? Just on those trios. Well, no, it's not quite $8. It's still the $6.67. But on the second business center, okay, or the first business center, you've also reached this 100 trio milestone to where you're getting $2,000 a month. In the second business, a spouse, a business partner, somebody else in the business that's placed below you, you're now at $1,000, and they're going to have about 20 trios too, just somewhere in the mix. We're just saying an average of 20 trios. is $400. So if you add all that up, after 12 months of just doing 30 phones a month, okay, that's $5,800 per month in monthly recurring revenue on 360 phones. And now the margins go down as you get more trios, because Solavei can't afford to pay that kind of commission on 360 phones. It's marginal whether they can do that or not. And you know the numbers in the MVNO world, the wholesale world, there is some margin there, but where Solavei makes money is on breakage in the comp plan. If there's only 2 trios or 2 people in a group, there's no commission paid. So if you've got a customer that comes in and they refer 2 people, if you're smart, you'll give them a 3rd one to complete a trio. But if you don't, it's no big deal. But there's no commission paid. If they refer 1 person, there's no commission paid. And if you don't understand that, feel free to visit me online at deanetheridge.com, or you can email me at dean@deanetheridge.com, and I'll be glad to answer all your questions. But I hope you understand that if you've lost a job, if you've got a computer store, and you sell 180 phones annually, I mean, you're looking at, again, you're looking at an easy $2K a month extra residual income just out of any kind of shop if you're selling 15 phones a month. Or even if you want a part-time job as a stay-at-home mom and sell 15 phones a month, I think everybody could use an extra $2,000. Cellular accessory stores, you don't have to stock anything. You can literally hand out flyers. You will get some business from it. But this is a no-brainer. And the challenge that you've got is people have come by and they tried to explain the rate plan to you, but you didn't understand it. You're thinking of levels and personal network, but just take all that out of the equation and just feel good that Solavei pays you better than any of the other carriers out there. There's no advertising. You do have to pay for all your printing costs, but the margins on the back end are just second to nobody in the industry. The rate plan's solid. You get 4 gigs of monthly 4G transfer with T-Mobile's network, and I just think it's the best value in the industry, even over Straight Talk, which I think is 2 gigs of 4G. But you know, it's $4 more than Straight Talk, but there's referrals for your clients, and that's what they're getting excited about. So I hope that helps explain how you can make money in a retail store if you've lost your job and you're looking for, you know, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month. It's totally possible with Solavei, and it will take you time, and that's the way telecom is built. But I do hope you understand that this is a legitimate business. There's no cost to join, and there's no cost to join for your clients either. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.